this idea that in the future, you can get help wherever you are for whatever you need. It's almost like it's in the air.
Hey, what's up, man?
How's it going? Have you seen any of this stuff?
Never been here.
Come on in.
Thank you.
I'm not necessarily designing this for myself. I'm designing for people out there that really could use an assistant in their home.
There's a lot of sensors and processors and machine learning, things that are uniquely Google.
When you combine the ultimate piece of technology and something so human, that's where magic happens.
This vision to me is really compelling because we can create a new generation of products that are truly helpful.
It helps you from the background rather than the foreground. And your foreground is your life.
Big picture, what's the end game?
It's about making it easier every day.
Making what easier?
Life.
Making life easier.
Yes.
Let's take a look. Here we go.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here in New York City, and for those on the live stream for joining us around the world. Thanks so much. We're going to spend the next hour talking about the problems we're working to solve for our users and the ways we're delivering help for the way people need it when they need it. We'll also take you into our labs with writer and cultural commentator Baratunde Thurston to hear from the folks at Google who personally develop, design, and bring these products to life. Now, if you look across all of Google's products, from search to maps, Gmail to photos, our mission is to bring a more helpful Google for you, creating tools that help you increase your knowledge, success, health, and happiness. Now, when we apply that mission to hardware and services, it means creating products like these. New Pixel phones, wearables, laptops, and Nest devices for the home. Each one is thoughtfully and responsibly designed to help you in your everyday without intruding on your life. Now, in the mobile era, smartphones changed the world. It's super useful to have a powerful computer everywhere you are. The Google Assistant plays a critical role here. It pulls everything together and gives you a familiar, natural way to get the help you need. Our users tell us they find the Google Assistant to be smart, user-friendly, and reliable. And that's so important for ambient technology. Interactions have to feel natural and intuitive. So think about how this vision plays out in the home, where ambient technology can make life so much easier. When you wake up in the morning, your home knows what you need to start your day. You can get your commute, find out when your first meeting starts, maybe play some music on whatever speaker or screen is nearby. And when you leave your house, your lights, thermostat, door locks, security cameras, they all just know what to do. Now, we can bring this ambient computing vision to gaming as well. With Stadia, our new generation cloud gaming platform, we're aiming to deliver the best games ever made to almost any screen in your life. So I'm excited to share an update with y'all. Stadia will be available on November 19th. So you'll be able to play games wherever you want, on your TV, your laptop, even your Pixel, which will be the first phone to support Stadia when it launches. We're also creating a few areas to create more human interactions with technology, like motion sense and the new Google Assistant for Pixel 4. So instead of being glued to your phone, you can use quick gestures and voice commands and then get back to your day. That push for quicker, more natural interactions is leading us in new hardware directions too, extending the phone's capabilities in new ways. Let's take a look.
This is like clearly a time machine. And you're pretending
exactly.
you're using it to test earbuds. That's a great cover. So right, left, down. Hello.
Hi.
Isabel? I know you and your team led the design for the earbuds.
We really wanted it to just be a simple, tiny little dot floating in your ear. What is a simpler form than a circle? And how insanely tiny can we make it? Because there's like 2 computers in here.
These are floating computers in your
Yes.
head.
Yeah.
Do you remember how you felt when you first got the design brief for what these earbuds were supposed to do?
I think it's crazy.
What we've managed to do here is not just make great headphones, but really putting in all of the other things that are uniquely Google about this, the ability to process your voice.
Hello?
And to make a call clear even when you're riding a bicycle down the sidewalk.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of software, a lot of machine learning. It's the magic that powers the product. It turns a great set of headphones into a Google set of headphones.
All right. That was a sneak peek at the all-new Google Pixel Buds. So you can start to get an idea of what ambient computing feels like. With Pixel Buds, help is there when you want it, and the experience just comes to you, even when your phone's not in your hand. For instance, you can get hands-free access to the assistant. So instead of turning to your phone for quick tasks, you can just say, "Hey Google," and ask the assistant for whatever you need. Resume your podcast, send a quick text. Pixel Buds even have a long-range Bluetooth connection, which keeps you connected even when your phone isn't by your side. So you can wear them in the yard when your phone might be charging inside, or leave your phone in a locker if you're wearing headphones, especially because they also need to be unobtrusive too. So we did some intricate origami with Pixel Buds to make sure everything fit. Custom speakers, sensors, custom battery. That's usually what makes these wireless earbuds stick so far out of your ears. But Pixel Buds gives you plenty of battery life to get through your day. You'll have 5 hours of continuous listening time on a single charge, and up to 24 hours when you're using the wireless charging case. Now, even with all those components and long battery life, you can see Pixel Buds fits almost flush with the ear. They're so small and light, it's easy to forget you're wearing them. At the same time, Pixel Buds deliver excellent sound quality. Now, you typically have to choose between great sound and awareness of the world around you. But Pixel Buds gives you both with a unique hybrid design. The earbuds gently seal the ear for rich bass and clear highs, and the spatial vent underneath reduces that plugged ear feeling and lets through just the right amount of environmental sound. On the software side, Pixel Buds respond to your surroundings with a new adaptive sound. The volume dynamically adjusts as you move from the quiet of your home to a subway or noisy cafe, and you don't have to constantly raise or lower the volume. When you're on a call, beam-forming mics focus on your voice, while voice accelerometers detect speech through your jawbone. It won't get in the way of your conversation. Pixel Buds will be available in the spring of next year, and we'll share more details in the coming months, including a few of the helpful experiences that make good use of the on-device machine learning chips. Announcing that Google's committing to invest another $150 million in renewable energy projects in key manufacturing regions. Our investment alongside financial and manufacturing partners, aims to catalyze $1.5 billion of capital. Now, this will generate approximately the same amount of renewable energy as the electricity used to manufacture made by Google products. So when you choose to buy hardware products from Google, you're contributing to bring. That's the Google way to make hardware and services. Now, we're excited to share with you how we build these principles into our products. And here's Ivy Ross, who leads our design team, who's going to talk about some of our recent work in responsible manufacturing and design.
Thanks, Rick. I'm happy to be back in New York to discuss our design philosophy at Google and tell you about a few things that we've been working on. Products launching in 2019 include recycled plastics. Instead of these materials ending up in the ocean or in landfill, we're giving them a new life. We've designed and engineered the fabric on our Nest Mini speaker so it's made from 100% recycled plastic bottles. A single half-liter bottle produces enough textiles to cover more than 2 Nest Minis.
Hey, how's it going? Good, man. Nice to meet you. Come on in. All right. When I go to these really nice kitchens, they all have these simple knives. Like, none of them look like the grocery store knives. With all the grips and details. It's really uncomfortable if you rotate your hand around. The reason why most professional kitchens have knives like this is you can use it in many ways. So that was a starting point for the controller. We literally took a knife handle and we bent it. It's like, oh, like, we're on to something. Yeah. Okay. So from there, that one ancestor basically had hundreds and hundreds of kids. I kept building on it patiently until it became that. And it's made for small and large hands, so it's super usable for large segment of gamers that aren't always appreciated.
Jason was very, very insistent that we have a non-visible screw design.
It's super important to give it that nice, clean look instead of punching a bunch of holes onto the back.
That was one of the biggest challenges for product design. We think it's really worth it. It makes it very comfortable in the hand and seamless and googly.
Oh, wow. That was impressive. Good work.
Was designing a new kind of laptop that could deliver performance and versatility in a truly beautiful form. We wanted to physically embody the speed and simplicity that people love about Chrome OS. The result was the original Pixelbook colors. Pixelbook Go comes in just black and not pink, one of the iconic colors we introduced on Pixel 3. And we created a new rippled, wavy bottom that's easy to grip. Pixelbook Go is lighter than Pixelbook, but we still managed to add a battery that is 15% larger, making it easier to keep working all day. Lighter than the original. And with Chrome OS, Pixelbook Go is always fast, secure, and all your devices stay in sync with each other. Everything about Pixelbook Go is designed to address real user needs for an affordable price. You can pre-order it now in just black, with not pink coming soon. Next up, my colleague Rishi Chandra will tell you about the work we've been doing to make life at home a little easier. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to give an update on Google Nest and our mission to create the helpful home. So last month, we launched Nest Hub Max, which is a great example of the power of ambient computing. See your photos come to life with a screen that automatically adjusts to your lighting conditions. Pause your music and videos with a simple hand gesture. And it automatically adjusts the information it controls based on your proximity to the device. We're introducing the next generation Nest Mini. It's even more capable with the same affordable price point and the same iconic design. You can have the best home setup in the world, but it's nothing without great Wi-Fi coverage. That's why we launched Google Wi-Fi 3 years ago. And since launch, it has been the #1 selling mesh Wi-Fi system on the market. And in 2019, it is the top selling router of any kind. And it's a router that actually gets better over time with automatic updates to add parental controls, improve performance, and enable Google's latest security features. Well, today we're also updating the hardware with Nest Wi-Fi. So that's the new Nest Wi-Fi. Better coverage, smart home support, and the Google Assistant. It'll be available starting on November 4th. With new affordable home solutions for audio, awareness, and connectivity, everyone now can start building their own helpful home. Thank you.
Right now in Mountain View, it's 68 and sunny. Today, it'll be sunny with a forecasted high of 72 and a low of...
Hey Google, volume 10. Hey John, can you come here for a sec?
So you use this room to test.
Right, so we use this type of setting to really stress the microphones.
Okay.
Right now I'm talking to it this way, but sometimes our devices are higher and sometimes they're lower.
Because I might be down here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, because it's going to be in so many rooms, it's sort of a privilege to, you know, like, we got to get this right, you know. I come from a family of immigrants and they all have accents. And it's important for me to design products that, you know, my parents can use and that it works for everyone. At Google, like, everyone sort of has their slogan of like what their passion is. And on mine, it's actually be heard. It obviously goes into like the stuff that I work on, but also, you know, speaking up when things don't feel right. What this represents is an entire Google team's voice of, we got here because we worked together.
You know what's kind of cool about that is when multiple voices come together to express sound in a coherent and beautiful way.
Yeah.
They call that harmony.
There you go. Harmony. With Wi-Fi.
Hi, I'm Sabrina from the Pixel team. Now let's talk about how Google's ambient computing vision comes to life when you're on the go. Pixel 4 introduces entirely new helpful experiences with more natural interactions. It's a completely redesigned with a new look, a new color, and a beautiful new finish. And Pixel 4 includes camera features and sensors that you're not going to find on any other phone. Let's start there. It also lets you control your Pixel with simple gestures. Swipe to skip a song, silence a call, wave hello to Pikachu. And the Soli team is working on a wide range of helpful new features, from gaming to personal wellness. Here's a quick look.
It's a very famous saying that any advanced technology becomes indistinguishable from magic. That's one of the things we talked about with Soli. It's a magical sensor.
I did it! I touched without touching!
Radar has a lot of very interesting properties that would be very useful for human-computer interaction. You can shrink it down.
All of this is now in there.
That's right, yeah. It can sense through materials. It's extremely sensitive for motion.
And so we built this new interaction paradigm based on the understanding of body language, distances, and gestures.
How can we make the language of interaction technology closer to what we do naturally in the real world?
Then, of course, we really need to test to distinguish between intentional and unintentional gestures. Just because I wave on top of the device doesn't mean that I want to skip a song. If I pick up coffee cup, this gesture is very similar to a swipe. And this is really important. And I can do this, and it actually works.
Perfect. Pixel 4 is also our first smartphone with a 90 Hz refresh rate. And we've added some smarts. The refresh rate adjusts on its own depending on what you are doing. So you get a great visual experience while still preserving battery life. Just black, clearly white, and a limited edition called Oh So Orange. It also comes in two sizes, both with the same features and both available for pre-order starting today. Shipping starts on October 24th. And we're excited that people will be able to find Pixel in even more places. We're expanding our carrier partnerships. So Pixel 4 is now about it than Professor Mark Lavoie from Google Research.
Thanks, Sabrina. It's great to be here. There's a saying among photographers that what's important to taking a great picture is, in order, subject, lighting, lens, and the camera body. Live HDR+. everyone here is familiar with HDR+'s signature look and its ability to capture extreme brights and darks in a way that looks crisp and natural. But even phones with good HDR solutions can't compute them in real time, so the viewfinder often looks different from the final image. In this example, the window is blown out on the viewfinder, which might tempt you into fiddling with the exposure. This year, we're using machine learning to approximate HDR+ in the viewfinder, so you get our signature look while you compose your shot. We call this feature Live HDR+. That are stuck at red, green, or blue, the longer the exposure, the more hot pixels. Our exposures are pretty long, so we need some clever algorithms to remove those hot pixels. By the way, that's our astrophotography field testing team. And yes, they sat still for a long time for this shot. So where does this game stop? What can't we capture using Pixel 4? Well, we can capture the moon, which, by the way, to sum up, 4 new computational photography features. Live HDR+ with dual exposure controls, learning-based white balancing, wider range portrait mode with an SLR bokeh, and night sight with astrophotography. Oh, and remember, you can use night sight for many things besides stars. Many things. So go out there and be creative with Pixel 4. Now, it's my honor to introduce one of my favorite artists, who has spent her career creating some of the most memorable photographs of the last 50 years. 12 months ago, we gave her a Pixel, and she's taken it all over the country to build a new collection of portraits. She also gives us suggestions and candid feedback, which we've taken to heart in the tuning of the Pixel 4 camera. So please welcome my friend, Annie Leibovitz, along with our own Lily Lynn.
Thank you, Mark. Hi, Annie.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. This is an extraordinary opportunity that Google gave me, and I've always been interested in the camera phone and what it could do and what its potential was. And Google came to me and said, "We'd like to support you in some sort of artistic endeavor." And we thought of this project, and I mean, it's obvious what's interesting about a camera phone. I mean, is you can carry it in your pocket, for example. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, it's great. I know that you've been using the camera for over a year now to shoot a collection of photographs, some of which we're seeing the behind the scenes here. Can you tell us more about the project?
A little bit of a rough start, and then I just relaxed, and I really totally enjoyed myself. One of the last shoots with Meg, the soccer player, it really felt like we were just floating. I mean, she was really a beautiful, anyway, she was just a beautiful muse, and I took these photographs that I wasn't really thinking about the camera or thinking, just really composing, and the light was beautiful, and she had that red shock of hair, and
it's great.
It was great.
The phone in your pocket.
Oh, it's all inside you. I mean, you just go out and you do it. It's all there. I think what's great about the camera phone. I mean, my children use this camera, and I mean, we all are using this camera, and it's a brand new language. And if you want to do something more to use,
the democratization of photography is what I've heard you call it. So.
I think it's great.
Thank you so much, and thank you. I wish we had more time, but I know you, as well as Nor, Chase, Idris, are going to be sticking around. So thank you for that. Thanks for joining us on stage. And guys, Annie Leibovitz.
Okay. Thank you.
so much, Annie. Amazing project. We're all huge fans. That was awesome. Well, as you've seen today, our vision for ambient computing is to create a single, consistent experience across your home, your work, and on the go. It's available anywhere you want it, whenever you need it. With the introduction of our new Pixel phone, Pixel Buds, Pixelbook Go, Nest Mini, Nest Wi-Fi, we're taking a big step towards this vision with much more to come. Now, we couldn't get to all the product experiences today, so if you're here with us in New York, there'll be a lot more product details to see upstairs in person. And for those on the live stream, please go to the Google Store online, see a lot more. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
You just did a wonderful deed. Guess what? We played louder, louder, bigger, better, prouder. Ramp up the volume, turning up the power. Guess what? Guess what? Right? Guess what? Guess what?
Hey Google, turn it up.
Louder, louder. I feel good, I feel good. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I feel nice.